Hey everyone! I am so tired of sitting in front of my computer and sending off emails and doing work and all that, so I just thought I'd do something new. I figured that this would be an easy way for us to connect face to face and get to tell you a few things. Because let's face it, you're not going to read the emails anyways, and that's all right. I get it. So here's a few things I want to share with you. Now, some of you already know this. You were at the barbecue at Pastor Tracy's the other day, which was amazing, wasn't it? It was so nice to see all of you guys. So nice to hear what you've been up to this summer. It sounds like you're getting some good rest and having some great times. So thank you for coming. That was just fantastic. And boy, we sure missed a few of you who weren't there. It's not the same without you. So let me share so that everybody has the information. You're going to get it on Sunday, but I'll tell you now, you get the sneak preview, is that Pastor Tracy and I have, over the last while, been working on a plan. And as a church, we are embarking on 1 year in the New Testament. Really, it's simple. I don't know why it seems like such a stretch, but here's what we're doing. We're gonna go back and read the New Testament front to back, Matthew to Revelation, and we're gonna do it as a church family. So there's gonna be a number of different ways to get involved with that. One will be our sermons on Sunday morning. All the teaching team is going to be following the schedule. And so for week 1, Matthew 1 to 5. Week 2, Matthew 6 to 10. That doesn't mean we're going to cover off everything, but their sermon is going to be based on something in there that God spoke to them and they feel that God needs us to hear. And so we are also offering a reading plan for people if they want to follow through. 5 chapters a week. That's it. 5. And you read 1 a day. Monday to Friday, you take your weekends off, start again on Monday. It's really simple, but this is life-changing stuff. And I'm excited to see what God's going to do with it. This is us saying, God, we don't have plans. We are leaving this up to you. We are going to focus our energy on hearing from you, on allowing your word to transform us. That is huge. And I don't know why it seems like this big new idea. It's the most simple, basic thing that you can do. And it's foundational. And so we want to make sure that we know what our foundation is built on. And that's going to be the Word of God. So there's an opportunity for you guys to get involved with this. This is not something you have to do, let me say. This is not something that is a requirement for your small groups, but if you want to, you can take your small group through the sermons as well and through this reading plan. So I've decided that this fall I'm going to be leading a ladies small group at my house on Tuesday evenings, and we're going to be doing what I'm calling a sermon-based small group. And it's going to be a Bible study. The assigned reading is going to be from this book that everyone has on their shelves. If they don't, I've got a giant box of these in my office. And we are going to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to read firsthand the Word of God. And so every week in the bulletin, there's going to be a discussion guide, a few little tidbits from the sermon, a couple discussion starters, maybe something else of interest that goes along with it. I don't know quite yet, if you want the honest answer, what that template looks like. We've been juggling around a couple of ideas, but it's coming, and I will certainly want your input on that. You guys have some incredible insight and experience that will help us make this something great. Over the last year, I've had the chance to visit with small group coordinators and community pastors from right across Alberta. And one of the things that I keep hearing is that the biggest change that they had made to unite their church and to really reignite, I was gonna say passion, but I don't know, maybe that's just me. You guys know me by now that I get really excited about this stuff. But it's exciting. It really is. To see God take a hold of somebody's life and completely transform it, that's nothing we can do. That's not something you can teach. That's not something you can find the right discussion question for. No. You're getting them back to God and letting that relationship just take over and take hold. And I am so excited to see that happen. So that is an option that's available to you guys. So think about that. The other thing that I am doing with my group, and I want to invite you guys to consider, is that I'm going to run it for a semester. 10 weeks. That's it. And we're going to see what happens after that. I don't have a commitment past then for my group or an idea of what it looks like. But here's a semester. It's going to run from October 4th to December 6th. 10 weeks. That's it. 10 weeks. That's your commitment. Because life is busy. You've got hunting, you've got school, you've got birthdays, you've got vacations, you're taking off south, whatever you're doing, life has ebbs and flows to it. And ministry has ebbs and flows to it. And one of the most discouraging things that I heard in looking back over the year from a number of different people was, hey, we came to your church in February and there was no place for us. And I thought, here's an opportunity. Let's give this a shot. So I'm not saying that this is mandatory again for you guys, but it's an option if you want it. So, and I should have been prepared with this. Look, I left it at the church. But I've got a booklet that we're going to do, one in September, one in January, that lists all of our groups, whether they're full or not. If they're full, we're just going to celebrate that what you're doing. And if you guys have room and you want to be a part of advertising in that way, we're going to list you on there and let people know that we love them and we want them to have a place where they belong, where they can get into the Word, get into a curriculum, get to know other believers, because that's when some incredible things can happen. It's not sitting beside each other on Sunday morning. All you really get to know is what the back of their head looks like sometimes. So this is just an option. So yeah, the fall semester is going to run for 10 weeks. It's October 4th to December 6th. I think I have those dates right. I'll send you a nice big long email explaining if I'm wrong. But it's 10 weeks. So that's an option for you guys that's available. So we've got that. We've got the sermon-based small groups that will follow the New Testament. And what is the other thing I want to tell you? It's got to be good. Oh, well. Well, I'll just jump to this. The other thing that I want to let you guys know is we're going to have a meeting. That's right. It's meeting season. We're going to have a meeting on Thursday, September 10th at 7 p.m. It's going to be, I'm aiming for a 1-hour meeting. We're going to meet at the church as all of us small group leaders and potential small group leaders. I'm going to be inviting some people that I think would be really great at this, or who have an interest in this, or who just want to check it out. So we're going to have a 1-hour meeting. That's it. 7 to 8, Thursday, September 10th. I think that date is right. Yeah, September 10th at 7. And so we're going to have a time just to get together, hear what everybody's plans are, learn how we can help each other, and just really some basic training. Because here's the thing that I've realized over the last couple of years, is we have made leading a small group into this really big, complicated, you have to do it this way, and maybe that's not the overt message that we're sending, but it's certainly kind of implied that there's a type of small group leader that's really good. But to me, the job is simple. 1, be available. 2, be attentive. 3, well, we'll figure it out. Available, attentive, I've got to make a 3 thing. Anyways, but it has to start with A. That's why I'm getting stumped. See, I'm turning into a pastor. I need that alliteration. Anyways, so we're going to break it down and make it easy, because it is. It doesn't have to be this big thing. You just have to be available, be authentic. There it is, authentic. Oh, you guys just witnessed my eureka moment. So there we go. Available, attentive, and authentic. There we go. Copyright that, someone. You writing this down, guys? That's good stuff, hey? I'll have a new idea next week, don't worry. So yeah, it's really simple, guys. And so if you're not leading a small group and you want to, then this is your invitation to do so. If you are leading a small group and you're thinking about the fall, then here's some things to think about. The other thing that I want to send you guys with today is the idea of seasons. There are seasons to everything, right? You guys know this verse? Well, there's seasons to ministry too. And I've got your back, whether you are ready to dive in for the fall or you think you need to take some time off. Wherever you're at. Maybe you've got some personal stuff going on. Maybe you got some whatever it is. Maybe you're discovering a new passion, a new gifting in ministry, a new way to serve or grow, or you got something else on your plate. Maybe you don't have, maybe your just batteries are low. Trust me, I understand that. So what I want you guys to consider is the ebb and flow of ministry. And so this is not a guilt trip to say you have to lead a small group this year because you've been doing one. This is me honoring the season in your life. And so I want you to be honest with that. And I'm going to love you either way because I really, really do. I really think of you guys as family. And you're not going to be letting me down. You're not going to be letting the church down. You're not going to be letting anybody down. If you just think this is not something you want to do this year, but if it is something you want to do this year, just the same, we've got your back. We love you, and we're going to be here for you. So I want you guys to think about that over the next couple weeks. And I'm going to check in with you before September hits. But I want you guys to think about how you're feeling about this fall. Is leading a small group something you want to do again? If so, do you have an idea of who you want to be in it? Do you have an idea of what you guys want to study? So these are some of the questions I'm going to ask you, and I'll leave that with you today. I've certainly been talking long enough, and man, I just love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you all. And if I don't see you in person before then, I will definitely see you Thursday, September 10th, at 7 o'clock at the church, and we're going to get this thing going again. Because God is in the business of transforming lives, and there is nothing more exciting to me, and hopefully you, than being a part of that. So God bless. Have a great day, night, whenever you're getting around to watching this. But really, truly, thank you. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you for being light in this world. And just take care of yourself. Grab hold of those precious few moments of summer while we can. And just really soak in the wonderful love that God has for you. Because I don't think, no matter how hard we try, we can ever comprehend just how deep that love is. So take a moment for yourself. Spend some time with God. And I look so forward to touching base soon. Bye, guys.